Part 5, Chubbs.
Part 5.
Here we go. We're getting
Superman.
through it. Getting through it. Dig through the wall. Dig through the wall. Run through the forest.
Bring back Bizarro Superman. I was
forest.
trying to do that. That's what Infamous Superman is. Remember back in the old fucking comic book series, the Bizarro World Superman?
Yeah, that was the multiverse stuff.
That's Bizarro Superman.
Yeah.
He's evil Superman.
Yeah, he's just
from a different universe.
Superman. Yeah. Dude, this fucking movie, bro. Oh. At Superman's burial site, Cyborg and the Flash are digging up his body when Flash comments they can do it in a nanosecond, to which Cyborg replies, yeah, probably. Flash then says, he was my hero, you know? And they slowly dig up the body with shovels. The reason we wanted to put this in there is because remember the first thing I said, Chubbs?
Yeah.
I was like, someone saw Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Because it's so that scene, but without any of the build-up. Yeah,
yeah.
Like that Dobby shit hits hard when Harry decides to dig it by hand. Like it's a different sort of feeling conveyed through several movies. And then this is just like, okay, well, it's the Flash's hero. I thought Batman was his hero with how hard he's been bat-geeking this whole movie.
Bat-fanning.
But that reminded me of that. Like, it's so hard. It reminded me like it was trying to be that scene from Harry Potter
like
where he digs it by hand instead of using
in
magic.
reverence, yeah.
Yeah, in reverence. Wonder Woman and Aquaman share a drink and comment on the fact that Amazonians and Atlanteans hate each other. And Wonder Woman's like, hate is not the way. Like some shit like that. Because he's like, I hate the Atlanteans as much as you do. Yeah, it never goes into that. Like another thing that they're just like, you accept that they hate each other, okay? Because that's the way it is. They hate each other. Yeah. You accept that, okay? It's like, okay. Wonder Woman... Flash says to Cyborg, Wonder Woman's pretty cute. Does he think she would go for a younger guy? Cyborg's response is, she's 5,000 years old. Every guy's a younger guy. Yet he doesn't know Batman's real.
He knows Wonder Woman, her
he knows
true
that
name.
She's 5,000 years old.
And how old she is.
He doesn't know that Batman's real.
Probably where she's from.
I didn't think he was real, man.
I didn't think you were real.
But here's the thing, is also, this is like played like it's another Flash being flashy Flash in this movie, and I hate it. He's like being jokey. Yeah, I really don't like this guy as Flash. I don't like Flash in this movie.
Kattan's younger brother.
It totally is. Totally is. We see Batman and Alfred at the prototype carrier where Alfred is working on it and it explodes in fire and sparks, and Bruce jokingly asks if he's had any luck. Alfred says no. He's like, Alfred's working on it, dude.
He's the one doing it
Alfred's
for you.
Working on it.
And Bruce's role is to be like poking him.
But then he
like,
says,
any luck?
you do it?
There was an explosion 2 seconds ago that I just heard.
I need my toys.
I need my toys.
I need more range and cargo.
Get that thing flying, Alfred.
But then he also immediately says, it's okay. We're just going to take Superman's body to the Kryptonian ship anyway, so we don't really need my toy right now, Alfred. But I'll need it later, so get it going. But they're going to take it straight to the Kryptonian ship, calling it a living computer, and it can communicate with the mother box like it did with Lex Luthor. I hate this fucking movie so much.
So that is literally that whole scene with Lex Luthor seeing that vision. That's just so that he could tell Batman about it.
Yeah, but here's the thing that's so weird is it's also like, why is this Kryptonian ship do this? How does it know this? Like, did the Kryptonians know about Darkseid? But if they did, then did they know about the mother boxes that were lost on Earth? And did they know that one day Steppenwolf would be the one to come get them? Because that's specifically what Lex Luthor is showing. And it doesn't make any sense, and I hate it so much. Because it's just there to be like, hey, dumb people. He knows now, and he's going to tell Batman, so Batman knows now. And it's like, no one
and Batman's going to take him to Arkham.
It's just like,
because that's where Batman puts people.
You have to accept everything with this movie. It just tells you things, and you have to accept it and turn your brain off and enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it wants you to do.
Just consume.
Alfred tries to dissuade Bruce Wayne from bringing Superman back to life. Batman says he's Batman.
Yeah.
Batman.
Says this.
World's greatest detective says he's not relying on logic this time, only faith. Alfred asks how he knows the team's strong enough and comments about not being able to handle the charging bull. Then you don't wave the red cape at it. And Bruce says you do when it's this red cape because this red cape charges back. That line's pretty good.
Yeah.
And there for a minute when he's talking to him in this moment, this is when I see Alfred and Bruce. It's after Alfred's done working on his toy to fix his toy, which he'll then operate remotely, I guess, because Cyborg tells him, I'll take over now, Alfred.
Yeah.
As if Alfred's been operating it. What does Batman even do? He just hangs out in there.
Yeah,
Thank you, Alfred. I love my toy.
He's a wicked cool butler.
I love my ride and I love my new toy.
Thank you. My toy.
My beautiful toy.
But that's the thing, is this dynamic in this scene is very cool because it's like Alfred
like
is the one to question him
and
like be worried about him, and because like he's questioning in this moment his guilt, like to do something so drastic as revive Superman. He's like, your guilt is getting the better of you. You feel bad for him dying, and that's why you're going to such drastic measures. And he's like, how do you know that your team's even strong enough? Like, if you do this and your team isn't strong enough to stop Steppenwolf, then boom, everything's dead, Batman. You know?
It's like, because he's going to wake up and the mother box is going to wake up because you're going to wake it up and he's going to know where it is because that's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm Alfred and I know this.
But that's like the dynamic of them is Alfred would be like that one who would check his intellectual and like question it and like
when
constantly
he says that line about
to
Superman,
go further.
When he says that line about Superman, it's like, yeah, dude, that's a badass line. Like, you do when it's this red cape charges back.
Yeah.
That's an awesome line. And it's like, you can see where they could be Alfred and Bruce Wayne, where they could be Alfred and Batman, but they're just not in this movie.
No.
Like 99% of the time.
Yeah.
That's why I liked this scene, because it shows that it's possible.
Yeah.
That you can do this. It could work. It could work. Justice League is shown packing up Superman's casket and heading out. This is when we're getting to the revived section of the movie where they bring Supes back to life. Silas at Star Labs and the other kidnapped victims are being cleared of any alien contamination. Flash and Aquaman have a joke. The reason we bring that up is because, once again, this scene's pretty cool. Like, he's like, we had to test for this, that, or the other, and Silas is like, I know the regulations. I wrote them. And like the way he delivers the line and shit, like I wish that
it's like an air of importance because he's like been doing this for so long. He's like, I wrote these. I know.
I would have really liked to see like a straight Cyborg movie. I think that would have been much better. They had the makings of something that they could have done really well, and they just didn't for some reason. So okay. Instead, he's like, I didn't even think you were real, Batman, even though I've been inside your private computer and your 7 satellites. I know everything about everything technological on this planet, but I didn't even think you were real. Instead, we get that shit. Flash and Aquaman have a joke about Flash's hat, and I wanted to bring that up because, once again, here's Flash not being funny, and he's trying to be funny, and he's not like funny.
The comic relief, but it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not clever. It's not funny. It's just annoying. Wonder Woman and Cyborg are shown loading a casket into an army truck, and Wonder Woman says you will get dressed and says you should get dressed, and Cyborg says he's always dressed and then takes off his clothes. I couldn't believe that was like the line they used. They decided to go with that to make him a badass because it's just so silly. I'm always dressed. And then he takes his clothes off.
And it's like all Cyborg.
Yeah, because it's like that's his clothes. I just feel like there's a better line she could have like get ready, and he's like, I'm always ready, and then take his clothes off.
They can't just say suit up because that's what they say in Marvel.
This is just I hate this movie. I hate this movie so much. Why is she saying get dressed anyway? Because Barry's already dressed up in his disguise outfit.
She's Wonder Woman. Okay. And women don't just change. They get dressed, alright?
I know, but I mean that. Like, who is she talking to? Who is she talking to? Aquaman's gonna wear what the fuck Aquaman's gonna wear. Like, Cyborg, she's talking to Cyborg. Does she not know that he's a cyborg?
Yeah.
He doesn't need
I
to
think
get
that
dressed.
she was talking to Aquaman in that scene.
But he doesn't get
it doesn't
dressed
make
today.
sense.
It doesn't. It's just another...
He wears
It's banter.
He wears the fish people armor, I guess.
It's more banter.
Because freaking Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin Volko, he gave him like a suit of armor and his mother's trident in that scene. Like, threw him down at the ground.
You gotta carry up your mother's trident. He gave him a suit of armor. Oh, so maybe he gets. Yeah. Maybe he's
using fish people armor.
Either way, it's silly.
It's fish people armor.
From before they went into the ocean?
No, from after, but it's fish people armor.
King of the fishes. I'm Aquaman, king of the fish. Alright. I actually like Aquaman a lot. He's just a silly character. It's DC, dude. Yeah. DC is silly, bro. A lot of DC is just so fucking silly to me.
Yeah.
I really like Batman, and I wish that they would just make a good Batman movie. Fuck.
2022, we'll see with the colon.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I think he could do it.
I think he could too.
Especially, I like that they're going with an inexperienced Batman, because then you can make him inept at his fucking job and rely on other people, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
We're doing old Batman. Old Batman's a dumbass.
Yeah.
What has he been doing? How is he still alive?
He's rich.
He's rich.
He's got money.
Buys his way out of it.
Yep.
Oh my.
Do you know how much money that cost my security, you fucking goddammit?
Batman is shown overseeing Star Labs, where the Kryptonian Superman Zod spaceship. We put all three because we're frustrated.
Like, it's all of them.
I don't know what one it is.
It's but all
they call
three.
It all the things, and it's everything, and it does everything it needs to do all the time, and I hate it. Anyway, but the reason I wanted to put that into the Batman up there is because that's a point where I see Ben Affleck in that cowl and that cape, and I see him on that post leaning out over Star Labs, like staring down, and then they get a good shot of his face, and you see his grimace in that cowl, and you can believe it.
Yeah.
The hobo suit is cut off, thank God.
Yeah.
And but for the most part, it's like.
Another thing is his suit at the end is
like
different.
He's in it. He looks like he's in it.
Yeah.
Like he gets it. Like that grimace, that serious, like, it just looks grim, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted to... Because that was a point...
I noticed that his suit does make a change later, though. I can't remember at what point, but it does actually look like an armored Batman suit.
Yeah, which is... Why wasn't he just wearing that the whole time?
Because it looked better.
I just don't understand this fucking movie. I hate this movie. It's like the insect-like fucking...
Like, why?
Yeah, parademons.
With 4 arms and cricket legs and wings.
The rest of them are just dudes in suits.
Fucking giant-ass teeth and weird alien-looking
And that's the one you need to look like a dude in a suit. And you make it look like an insect. Fuck you, movie. Fuck you, movie.
Cricket legs.
Over and over again, I yelled that. Flash drives up to the gate of Star Labs and is greeted by military personnel. He hands them a card, which they scan, and it shows no results. We then see Cyborg doing cyborg things to make the computer give Flash a pass. Flash gaining entry is played as a joke, and that's why I wanted that again, because once again, it's a scene where the Flash has to be all jokey, energetic, like coked out, Corky Romano. Yeah, dude. It's serious. It's like every scene with the Flash is like that.
Yeah.
Every single scene. Mm-hmm. And when it's not like that, it's him getting his ass kicked or fucking himself up.
Or
and
crying.
Making stupid decisions in combat situations.
Or whining up to his dad about how he didn't get the pet store job.
I didn't get that big pet store job, Dad. But
it meant a lot to you, I know.
That was the only thing keeping you going in here.
That was the only thing letting you have me come see you.
Inside Star Labs, Silas meets with his assistants, and there's a reason we're following Silas too, because something incredibly dumb happens upcoming here in a bit, and you need to understand why, like how it all falls into place, because it's really dumb. Anyway, Silas meets with his assistant to get a progress update on the electron laser, to which his assistant says they've made some real progress. They briefly talked about this earlier. It's a laser, and he's super interested in it. The Justice League meet up at the loading docks, and Batman tells Cyborg to clear the building. He tricks the system sensors into detecting an unknown alien microbe. Silas says it's impossible, and it must be a false alarm. They don't listen to him and begin evacuation anyway. Silas finds the problem of the false alarm and is about to solve it when he sees the Justice League walk into the building. The Justice League enters the ship and walk through. That's when he calls it off. He's like, and he goes, Victor, do what you need to do," or whatever. And he fucks off.
Yeah.
He accepts it. That
everybody get out. It's real.
Yeah, even though he was about to just crack it and tell him not.
Yeah.
The Justice League entered the ship and walked through a hallway. In the process, several vagina-shaped compartments open to reveal several variations on the Superman suit. We also see a dead person in like a cryo chamber pod.
Or a mummified
It's just
body
out of nowhere.
In a tube?
Yeah, it's just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just chilling on the Superman ship, and it looked like somebody had rubbed off a little bit of the dust on it.
Thomas called that. He's like, dude.
Mothership.
I get it. He's like, why are there vaginas on the wall? And right as he was saying that, he cuts into his own sentence and goes, "Oh, mothership. I get it." Fucking guy, dude.
Oh my god.
That shit cracked me up. I lost it. And then when we watched it the third time, we were taking notes. I was like, it really does.
It really does.
Those look like vaginas.
They
and they
do.
like open up and the Superman suit comes out. It's like, wow.
Go back in.
Wow. 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 And that was why I was confused. Because they're calling this thing the Superman ship, the Kryptonian ship, and then I know it as Zod's ship because I was only under the impression that Zod's ship was the only ship.
And that Superman came to Earth in like a little baby pod.
Yeah, like a little baby pod. Yeah, that's what I remember. It's been a long time since I watched the movie, but that's what I remember.
In Man of Steel,
yeah. The only ship was Zod's, and so the reason I was confused about this is that it opens up and Superman's suit is on the ship. And I'm like, hold on, okay. And then I was like, but that's a Superman, that's the family symbol, right, Chubbz? And Zod was his uncle.
Yeah.
So, okay, but why does he have specifically a blue and red suit that is the Superman suit? The iconic one. That confused me. Mm-hmm. A lot of this shit was confusing the fuck out of me because I was like, they're calling it the Superman ship. They're calling it the Kryptonian ship. Who the fuck ship is this? Where the fuck is it located? Is this Star Labs? Is this Central City? What is going
Gotham?
on? Why
is
is
Metropolis?
Gotham privy to information of shit happening in Metropolis? And we know it's Metropolis.
How close? These cities are like, you can walk across the border and you're in Metropolis.
Yeah, that's how close they are.
You step across the border and you're in Gotham.
There's like a small bay that separates them, and that's it. Anyway, then there's the dead body it shows in the tube, and it's like, what? What is this? Is this another thing that just you're supposed to have read 80 comics to understand?
Yeah.
At which point, Flash remarks, the ship knows he's here, referring to a Superman's body. That's another question, is it's like, so I thought it was waking up because Cyborg was interacting with it.
Right.
Because he can interact with any machine.
And he was waking it up to prep what they were about to do.
Yeah, but no, it was waking up because Superman was there because
it
it's Zod's ship.
Kryptonian DNA.
And Kryptonian DNA. Anyway, they come to the birthing room where Doomsday was born. We call it that. We don't know what it is.
Because it's like a pool of water and it's like yellowish
water.
Yeah. And there's like a computer hooked up to it with a command console. It's piss water.
It's piss.
They sipping on urine in there.
Zack Snyder secretly works for legion of super rich piss enthusiasts. And he did this entire movie just so they could pay to see Henry Cavill fucking drenched in a pool of piss. That was the whole thing. That's why it makes no sense. That's why it doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Well,
it shows in its own
Doomsday
universe.
Was born. That's where Doomsday was like put Zod in there. It was like become Doomsday.
Those same guys also wanted to see fucking what's that guy's name who played Zod? He played in that fucking hockey movie with Russell Crowe.
He also played the ice truck killer in that one movie.
He is so out of his mind.
Dude.
But that
freaking guy.
They wanted to see him and Jesse Eisenberg in the piss bath too. And that was the initial plan, was to just get them in there. And then the bids got higher and Henry Cavill's poor ass was put on the list. And Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Because they both go into that piss pool.
Yep.
And that's really just all these rich people's piss who paid for the fucking movie to be made. All so they could see in piss some pool. Sick fetish shit. Rich people, man.
Kryptonian piss pool.
You just can't trust them, man.
From 1,000 generation of Kryptonian piss.
It's so strong it can make Doomsday. And bring Superman back to life. Because the fucking mother box can communicate with the computer. The computer can communicate with the mother box and tell it to bring Superman back to life. Yeah. Even though, like, Silas just did that shit.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't do that.
That's what they said it had to do.
That's why the Flash has to do it. He does, is because the ship wouldn't do it.
No.
Yeah, it comes up.
No.
It comes
up.
That
does not, dude. That does not come up, bro. He has to...
The quotes, the ship says the mother box is hostile. I can override the security protocols, but there's no time to repair all the electric...
That's what it is. It's that they... Okay.
So the ship wasn't going to wake it up.
No. The ship is incapable of waking it up because it doesn't have enough power. All Flash is doing is providing power to the system so that the ship can communicate with the mother box.
Then why does he have to touch the mother box?
Who knows?
But why is he the one delivering the chip? That's why I'm saying, like, he says that the ship won't do it and that he can override the security protocols.
This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You're jumping ahead. We got to talk about Lois and her pregnancy test, for fuck's sake.
That's why you're chilling into it, it's piss pool.
We see Lois waking up sad that Clark's not there. She then opens a drawer and picks up her Daily Planet Press ID. This is like to show us that she's getting ready to go back to work and she's finally getting over the death of Superman, from which we see her barely shed a tear.
She's ready to return back to the world.
And then the camera makes the note to focus on pregnancy tests, and we're like, whoa, were they gonna have a kid? And then we immediately went to that conversation with Mallrats with Brody.
She could not hold his sperm.
Dude, Superman blows a load out of a shotgun out of fucking Lois Lane's back.
She fucking dies to that shotgun blast. But
I'm telling you, Lois gets a suntan, that baby will kick right through her stomach.
She doesn't have the womb strong enough to withstand the son of Krypton.
We just started laughing and we had to pause it because, I looked at Chubbz and I could tell he was thinking the same fucking thing. It's just
only Wonder Woman has a womb strong enough
to carry Superman's seed. only Wonder Woman has a womb strong enough to carry Superman's seed. I remember when Kevin Smith was clever and funny. Good old days. Anyway, back in the ship. That's why we wanted to focus, because that was funny.
Yeah.
It's just that was where I went when I saw that pregnancy test. But it was also showing they were trying to have a kid, so it's more than just the loss of him.
Could they have a kid?
Well, it's the way I think it's a.
Did she survive that shotgun blast?
Even though we had a laugh at it, I think it's a smart way of showing that not only did she lose the love of her life, she lost what she viewed to be a family.
Yeah.
With kids that she had probably imagined and named and thought of names for and things like that, because that's how serious they were. And I think that's a great way of doing that. And I think that's something that Zack Snyder can do very well.
Mm-hmm.
That he can visually show you things that speak volumes.
Yeah.
Where you can look at it and go, okay, I get that. And he's very good at that. He sucks at writing scripts. This movie sucks so bad, Zach. You're good, dude. You're so good, and that's another reason it's infuriating. Is that I have seen what you can do, and I've seen what you could do with these characters. Because there's glimpses of it here and there, and then it's just the rest is...
Yeah.
Big old fart. Barty fart. Alright, so back in the ship, the piss chamber.
Piss water.
Aquaman picks up Superman's corpse from the casket and puts him in the water where Doomsday was born. We see a picture of Superman's dad that was tucked in his arms fall in the water. Aquaman even looks at the picture and leaves. I couldn't believe it when we noticed
He
that.
Like double
leaves
takes
it sinking in the water. I didn't even notice that, bro.
It's like you're
like
dick.
You are a dick. He's like, picture of his dad that was buried
He's
with
definitely
him.
not gonna want to hang on to that thing.
And another reason I wanted to bring that up is because later in this scene, like when Flash does his slow-mo shit, I was like, how's it still sinking in the water?
Yeah.
How is it still sinking in the water? Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
He loves his slow-mo shots.
Slow-mo.
And I'm going to tell you, they are good when they work.
It's Kevin Costner falling in water.
And Chubbz is like, what's his name? I can't think of it. Waterworld. Fucking Mr. Brooks. And I fucking love
fucking Robin Hood.
I love that that's where your mind goes when you think of Kevin Costner, because for me it's always Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Costner will always be fucking Robin Hood, dude, with an American accent.
Mm-hmm.
That's who fucking he is for me. He's great. Robin Williams is great. But it was just like
Robin Williams. Oh my god.
So it's 6 a.m. and we started this at like 11, so forgive me. Oh my god.
Oh man.
It's all wearing off now, Cheem. I'm slowly slipping into the fucking oblivion.
Slipping into lunacy with this
we
movie. We gotta get to the best part. The ending is the best part.
Anyway, we just wanted to put that in here because Aquaman's dick, once again, for no reason. He's just like, fuck that picture.
Yeah,
whatever.
he's like, you don't need that.
And another thing about this is, like, Batman not interacting with Lois Lane is dumb. Him not grabbing this picture is dumb.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how he's going to react to this, right? So maybe a picture of his dad to help remind him,
who he, where he comes from.
And he looks at it. That was the kicker.
He
that
looks at Superman's corpse and then looks at the picture and then looks back at Superman's corpse
and walks out of the water.
Fuck it.
Walks out of the piss, dude.
It will go.
They wanted to get Kevin Costner in there too, and Snyder couldn't swing it. So the next best scene was a slow-mo shot.
Picture of him.
Picture of him slowly sinking into the piss. 17 millionaires came 18 times the second that happened, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. This movie, bro.
Yeah.
We then see Cyborg insert hand tentacles into the ship's command console. The ship's voice then says, "Welcome, Victor. Would you like to assume command?" Cyborg then states he's in. No shit.
No shit, Cyborg.
The
ship recognized your name and asked if you would like to assume command.
Out loud. Everyone heard it.
We don't need to hear you say that you're in.
Cyborg says, this is when it's like, oh my fudge.
Mm-hmm.
The ship says the mother box is hostile. I can override the security protocols, but there's no time to repair all the electrical damage that Luthor's power surges caused to the primary capacitors. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Aquaman says English, and he says there's not enough charge to wake the box. See?
Yes, that's what he says in layman's terms, but in literal terms, if you read what he says up there, he cannot repair all the electrical damage in time to override the security protocols because the mother box is hostile.
But that's what he's saying.
Ship says the mother box is hostile.
I can override the security protocols. That's not the problem. The problem is there's no time to repair all the electrical damage that Luthor's power surges caused to the primary capacitors. So he's not having a problem. Yeah, so I know why you're confused, because Flash touches the mother box. How does that give the ship enough power for him to allow... It's dumb, bro. It's dumb.
Maybe he just, let the mother... Dude, maybe he just overrode the Claw's security protocols.
Don't try to make sense
because that's the only thing on the ship that he uses, right? Is the Claw? The Claw.
He fucking, uses his hand tentacles.
And to get into the command console, but the Claw picks up the box and hovers over the water.
And then drops it.
Yeah, the Claw.
This fucking movie, dude. What is this movie? What is this movie? I hate it so much. Okay. So we're just... Okay, whatever. Okay?
So...
My brain is literally doing what they wanted it to do. From the assault of illogical, moronic shit happening in this movie, just barraging my brain. I'm literally becoming dumber by the fucking second.
Once again, Flash's big move. I can run really fast.
Yes. Then it gets weird, bro. It gets so weird, though. Flash says he could wake it, saying by going the speed of light, he can create... Or not the speed of light. Does he go the speed of light? He rewinds time.
Yeah, he says by going the speed of light, he can create a charge that's big enough, but strange things happen 2 times. That's when he says that, because he sets it up.
Okay, and here's the thing. The reason, yes. And the reason I'm saying that, but for right now, what I'm saying is I'm thinking of another scene where he's doing Flash things, which is just running really fast.
Yeah.
And he is talking to Batman in real time, but supposedly he's running as fast as this.
Yes.
Right? And so that's what I'm confused about, and that's why I wanted you to write down the happen to time, because that detail there, he says specifically weird things happen to time, and every time we see him going fast, when it serves an awesome slow down freeze action he's seen, everyone is oblivious to him moving super fast. But when he's running super fast around the Justice League, he can communicate to them in real time.
Yeah.
Oh my hell. He asks if that's what they still want to do, and Batman says do it. We see Lois once again visiting the memorial to Superman, bringing the cop on duty a coffee, and he says he didn't think she was coming, which is weird because he said last time she always comes.
Yeah.
And she replies, just this one last time, which is a way of showing not only is she close to the memorial, but also she's finally getting over it, guys.
Yeah, she's over her grief. She's ready to move on and return back to the world.
Be #1 reporter.
And go hang out with Martha Kent.
Who's really the Martian Manhunter? Which we didn't know.
I
was going to save that to the end. Because we just didn't know who the fuck this random is playing Martha Wayne or Martha Kent.
Yeah, some alien.
Back on the ship, the Justice League is in the process of waking the mother box to bring Superman back to life. The ship urges against it. Aquaman agrees with the ship. Batman tells them to keep going. As the countdown for Flash to create the charge reaches 1, Cyborg has a vision. Oh my god.
Yep.
He sees an explosion that wipes out the Earth. He sees Darkseid sitting on a throne surrounded by his warriors. Then we see Wonder Woman on a funeral pyre with Hippolyta and all the Amazonians in attendance on Themyscira, while the sky is filled with fire destruction, as well as Darkseid's Anonymous.
Darkseid's.
Darkseid's Anonymous.
Archimedes Darkseid's. He's Archimedes the owl.
He's Archimedes Darkseid. They then see Darkseid wipe out Atlanteans. This is why we wanted to make a point of that. Is because it's like, it shows a funeral pyre for Wonder Woman, like Darkseid just killed her.
Yeah.
And then he left the rest of them there, and Chubbz was like, he's gonna make them there his whores. He's like, this is Whore Island from now on.
The gods used it for their play aisle.
Yeah, this is my Whore Island now. I'm Darkseid.
I'll use it like the old gods.
The old ways. Oh my hell, bro. We then see Darkseid wipe out Atlanteans. We see Superman holding a smoldering skeleton while Darkseid approaches him, putting his hand on his shoulder. We then see an apocalyptic Earth destroyed by Darkseid.
Superman flies with red glowing eyes and holding Batman's head.
Yes. So Superman is like holding Batman's head and he's glowing eyes.
Flying on, yeah.
We're like, okay. So this is Bizarro Superman, alright.
Yeah. And it's because of smoldering skeleton, but clearly Darkseid killed that smoldering skeleton. And was it Lois Lane or was it Martha? I'm guessing Lois, because Lois Lane is
the key. And if she dies, then Superman is such a dick.
But if it's Darkseid, then he'll just kill Darkseid, or will he just kill everybody?
That's what I never got about that, is that when that happens, and they're just like, she gets killed, and he just goes psycho and immediately starts wiping out people and working with him. Okay. So, see, Superman is a weak ass character. If everything that he fights for on Earth is just one woman who is not, I'm sure Superman is probably going to have a longer life than her, right?
Yeah.
What's he going to do when she dies of old age?
Go marry.
Fuck gravity.
He'll go marry Wonder
naturally
Woman.
Aged her. And then he'll just kill everybody. He'll
go marry Wonder Woman. That's what he'll do.
That was the thing about it, is that's what I saw it as. Is like, and Injustice I played a lot of. So like in that, it's both of those universes colliding, where you have like the good Superman and the bad Superman, and the bad Superman is bad because the Joker in that, I don't know if this is in anything else, but in that, the Joker like set off a bomb and blew her up, and like that drove Superman insane. And it's like, okay, if that's enough to drive Superman insane, Superman's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people die every day. It happens to everybody. And if it happens to him, he's just going to lose it and then enslave all of humanity and murder us one by one.
It happened to Bruce Wayne.
Exactly. Superman, and he didn't grow up to be a bad guy. It's
like,
really, it's one of those things where you're just like, anyway. After the vision, Cyborg says no, which Flash hears go, because they don't have cutting-edge technology that allows them to communicate. He's like saying no to the vision, and Flash is like, go? And then he proceeds to run to the birthing room at the speed of light as the mother box drops towards the water. Just as the mother box touches the water, the Flash touches the mother box with the charge, waking it. But it actually shows it go into the water a little bit and then come back out before he touches it.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing, or later when he actually travels through time, because he's so fast, he travels through time, but he can't do anything but get Wonder Woman her sword back a couple minutes fast.
And eat shit into concrete immediately afterwards.
And be super funny and animated all the time. Like Jim Carrey animated.
Paper Monster Hungry.
Yeah, that reminded you of, and I was like, no shit. That does, and Leto later too is channeling. Oh my god, this movie.
That's who reminded me of fucking.
That's right.
I'll be the bigger man.
Dude.
Jim Carrey is shit in that scene, man. And plus a little something else.
Hold on, let's finish this.
Keep going.
Ship. I'm fucking plowing through.
The
ship then says the future has taken root in the present, to which Cyborg exclaims, "Get down!" The mother box then creates an explosion that creates a beam of light that cuts through the top of the ship and is seen by all the nearby people. The mother box then falls from the sky, landing on top of a car not far from where Silas is standing. The reason we keep getting more detailed is because it's just more and more of it makes less sense.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on, what happened? And then we realized that what really happened was Superman flew out of the ship and blew a hole through it. But then the mother box also followed him up and somehow landed on a car near Silas.
Yeah, But then on top of that, it's like, so we were also confused about the Vision. Like, I thought that there was another rapid case of spontaneous clairvoyance given to freaking Cyborg.
But no, the ship
says the future has taken root in the present, so that vision was given to him by the freaking Kryptonian
Because once
spaceship.
again, this ship knows everything ever existed that ever happened.
Because the writers wrote it to do that.
It just does whatever the fuck it needs to do when it needs to do it. Everything, all the alien technology in this movie, all it does is do what it needs to do when it needs to do it. And it doesn't give a damn about your intelligence.
About rules.
It doesn't care about how smart
you think
rules? You are. You will accept this and you will shut up and eat your popcorn.
Fucking eat your popcorn, eat your M&Ms, and get your freaking hot dog.
Anyway. Lois Lane then sees Superman. Oh my god, this fucking... And then Lois Lane then sees Superman floating in the sky near the memorial, which is... It's just all weird because then it takes her forever to get there. Superman lands at the monument, and soon the Justice League minus Batman arrives. That's another thing that confused me, is I was like, okay, so did they all run there? But if they all ran there and Batman's last because he doesn't have any sort of super speed, shouldn't Flash be the first one there? Because he's the fastest, and then Wonder Woman, and then maybe...
But he's not
so,
the Flash.
And then Cyborg also, he can fly, so is he flying as fast as the Flash can run, or is the Flash literally just, like, spinning in circles around them on their way to there?
Yeah.
And they're not... And, like, why don't you just go pick up Batman and carry him here?
Yeah.
We've seen you can do that.
You could do it.
But Batman needs to not be here for now, for some reason, because he's slow. Because Batman is ineffective as a motherfucker.
The scene coming up.
Yes.
They want it to matter.
Yeah. They want it to be. Oh. Superman begins scanning them. Cyborg remarks something is wrong. He is scanning us. Cyborg then begins to twitch and his arm turns into a gun, which he points at Superman. The other members of the team ask him what's wrong, and he says it's his auto defense system. It senses danger and he can't control it. And it never happens ever again.
It's literally just because
to
they
initiate conflict between
Superman and the Justice League.
It's contrived, dude. It's contrived as Batman supposedly wiping out people in third world countries.
It's contrived to this Martha.
It's all contrived.
Martha.
Your mom's
You're
name
my
is Martha.
You're my bat buddy now.
We're best friends. Cyborg then attacks Superman, and Superman retaliates. Wonder Woman says he's confused. He doesn't know who he is. She then says to Aquaman that they must restrain him. And it seems like Wonder Woman is acting really close to him. And I don't remember how they could have ever gotten that close. Like, I feel like they didn't spend that much time together.
Yeah.
To where she's like, Kal-El, last son of Krypton, remember who you are. And there's like a brief moment of recognition, and then and then he just whoops all their asses.
He like grabs her.
Yeah, dude. There's some awesome fights with them in this. And I like the part where he headbutts her. That part was so brutal, and he's like, fucking floating above her, looking down at her like,
after the
stay down.
But that's after the Flash's big move.
Oh yeah, the Flash's big move.
What's Flash's big move?
He runs really fast by
fast.
Superman, and then Superman whoops his ass. He runs real fast by Superman, and then Superman whoops his ass.
And then he's like, "Oh, Superman can see me and move as fast as me."
Well, it just feels like a wasted opportunity where you could have done Flash like doing some Flash shit.
Yeah.
And like show
have him like running, like have it be in real time. Don't be all slow-mo artsy fartsy. Just have it be like a blur of like fists and red blur just moving around Superman trying to get him off of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And instead, like then you have it slow-mo and then you cut it into like what the Flash is doing and have him like going haymaker at freaking Superman's muscles. You know what I mean?
And like show him it actually is hurting because he's punching with such force. From the speed of his attack.
You can, like, hear his knuckles crack when he punches or something. And then, like, have Superman kind of catch on and realize what the shtick is. And, like, just grab his arms.
Immediately stop him and then just, like, throw him.
And then, like, throw him aside.
Throw him into one of those monuments that he eventually throws him into anyway later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about it, is it feels like it's not even that they didn't have time or anything to develop Flash or make Flash. It's just they didn't care.
They didn't know how to utilize it.
No, they just didn't care.
They didn't care to.
You don't care. Like, this scene of the Flash, it's like a slow-mo scene of him running, and Superman's eyes look over at him, and you immediately know that Superman is just so badass that he's got the Flash figured out already, and then he just whoops the Flash's ass.
Yeah, and the Flash the whole time looks like a freaking, like
Dude.
he's shocked and surprised, like, oh fuck, he can see me.
Flash is here to run around in a circle and be the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
And deliver the power when they need the power charge.
He's
That's
the battery.
why he's here.
He holds the charge.
Anyway, as Superman's about to finish off the Flash, military Humvees intervene, distracting him from the Flash. He then uses laser eyes to destroy all the vehicles, but they make it a point of showing like all the soldiers escaping. And Batman then arrives at the fight. Superman sees him and is immediately enraged, recognizing him. And this is like...
This is
that moment where Superman versus Batman. Remember that movie?
Round 2.
Oh, shit. Superman mad, dude. That's Batman. He don't like Batman. I saw it on my Pepsi cup.
You're bad.
Bad Batman. I had a cup from McDonald's that fucking had a fucking image of them glaring at each other. This is exactly what I paid to see. They're angry. Bad. Batman. Hey, Superman versus Batman.
Remember that?
So dumb.
Happened in the last movie.
Anyway, he fights his way through the rest of the Justice League. That's when he like headbutts her and he throws Aquaman and Flash into each other, and then Aquaman like gets mad at the Flash like it's his fault.
And the Flash.
But really, it's just Flash.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's such a fuck up, dude. I hate the Flash.
I'm Chris
Oh
Kattan.
my hell, dude. He then charges his laser eyes as Batman exclaims, "Clark, no." He then blasts Batman, and Batman blocks these with those wrist armor. It's like, that's whole thing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the end. Like, so many Batman things are just like Alfred doing something that Bruce then later utilizes in battle.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
And with the
so
Superman laser, it was like he absorbed it, but it like melted.
Heated it up so much
that
he had to take it off. Yeah. But still, that's all it was.
It was just like,
Superman's
he's, like,
OP.
OP.
Thrown into the back of a police car. Anyway, Superman's about to walk up and finish him off, and there's this part where after he had said Clark no, he says it again, but this time he adds, "This world needs you." And there's Affleck, the way he delivers this line and the way he looks is, it's like, you think he's saying, "Clark no, like, don't do this to me." But what he's really saying is, please don't have forgotten who you are and become the thing that this world needs you to stop. Please. Like, and it's so much conveyed in that moment. And I was like, that's another point where I'm like, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there. You have all the ingredients you need to make this work. But for some reason, you added the piss bathtub.
The pith.
And that's like the metaphor.
Piss.
You needed a Kryptonian piss tub in your movie. You just had to have it. And that's a metaphor for how it is. Like, so much of this that works is ruined by dunking it into a fucking Kryptonian piss tub. Just dunking it and baptizing it in the piss of the Kryptons.
It's the piss of Kal-El's ancestors, motherfucker.
That's holy piss. That's holy piss.
Thousands of generations of L's.
Fucking clone. It can clone humans and Kryptonians into doomsday. It's the fucking best piss water that ever existed in piss. Oh, dude, this movie, bro. Anyway, he fires another blast at Batman, and then Lois shows up, calming Superman, and you can tell, like, Superman immediately recognizes her. Superman and Lois then embrace and fly off to leave a defeated Justice League and a destroyed monument behind. A boom tube then appears, and Wonder Woman says to Cyborg, "He's coming. Where is the mother box?" Because she knows what everything means.
Yeah.
She's never seen... Did she ever see that? I guess she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She's seen it by this point.
Down underneath
I
Gotham
start
Harbor.
doubting her because she knows so much that she just shouldn't know all the time.
Yeah.
She just knows that, like,
just
Darkseid's feared in every universe.
I can tell based off
And
this drawing that this is a parademon and
only
exactly
lost
what they're
one
doing,
fight.
why they're doing it, and the ultimate
He's only
conclusion
lost
the
one
enemy's
fight.
at.
He's only lost one fight. Fuck!
Feared in every universe.
Silas is shown in Star Labs with the mother box. He goes to a computer and says, come on, like with urgency. Steppenwolf then appears through the boom tube and jumps into Star Labs where he is. He like lands right by the ship and then he turns around and starts heading for Silas.
Mm-hmm.
So Silas is in a room and has a glass room within the room that has the mother box and some machinery. Because we don't really understand that it's the laser. Cell? Because he just talked about... Yeah, it's like a containment cell for whatever the laser
experiments they were doing with the mother box.
But the thing about it is we didn't really ever see the laser. Yeah. There wasn't enough time spent with it for us to understand. So, like, we didn't even understand what he was doing at all. This is so out of left field.
We laughed.
I laughed. I lost it. And this is where they ruin all the cyborg stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this ruins... And once again, it's because... It's in service of this shit.
Yeah.
It's in service of this. Like, this is the conclusion for Cyborg's
we need to have this
movie within a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we need something to happen so they can fucking find it. Anyway. So, Silas closes the glass door, locking himself and the mother box within the containment room. Cyborg then flies in to confront Steppenwolf, but notices his father in the room holding a switch. Silas goes to press the switch as Cyborg says, no, don't do it. He presses the switch and a laser activates aimed at the mother box, which creates a laser grid that within the contained glass room, and it disintegrates Silas. It stays contained in this glass room and it kills Silas and nothing else in the room seems affected.
And the disintegration
There's a laser, there's a bunch of shit, there's a table,
yeah.
There's the mother box, there's all sorts of things, but only Silas gets disintegrated.
Yeah. And the disintegration effect is, I will say this, it's really cool and reminded me of Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen.
Yeah, you're like, he's Dr. Manhattan now.
Yeah, that scene where he's like getting ripped apart and it's like particles shredding into the
But the thing that's dumb about this is that he could have just walked out of the room and then did it.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he have to be in the room?
Well, another thing is... Yeah,
trick
the first
Steppenwolf into the room.
You said that, yeah.
I was like, let him trick Steppenwolf into the room and then do it. And then that will blast him and get rid of him.
Yeah.
Bam. But he this seems like such a forced self-sacrifice that to me, it seems unnecessary. It's like Haldo when she kills everyone in the ship. I guess that's necessary in the context of that fucking movie. But it's like, it's just out of nowhere and you're supposed to give a shit.
But
and it's like, this is even better than that.
So why did she need to do that to begin with?
Anyway, but fuck her. Anyway, what I'm saying is this feels like that where it's just so sudden and contrived. Like it doesn't need to happen really.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different solutions to this. Like walk out of the room.
And that's why we laughed when this happened after
let
he
him
died.
walk in. Like, yeah.
Because it's like... All right, good job, buddy. You killed yourself. What did that do?
Yeah, what was the point? And it
what did that do?
Yeah, because that's another thing.
We were like, he's gonna destroy it, and then it didn't destroy it. We're like, wow,
it did nothing.
That was cool.
Because they don't even touch on what he did until way later. It's like, why? Steppenwolf then incapacitates Cyborg and claims the third mother box from the glass room. As the Flash, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman arrive, he then says to them, and so the end has begun, and teleports away. Cyborg tells them about his father's death. Aquaman says it's their fault for waking the box. Wonder Woman says they needed Superman. Aquaman says he's not Superman. Batman walks in, says, hey, remember Lois Lane. He remembered her, and he's Superman. They talk about how Steppenwolf has returned to the stronghold and how they don't know where he is. And if the unity happens, the planet will die. Cyborg says his father marked the mother box as the hottest thing on the planet and they will be able to track it down using Batman's 6 satellites.
Your father sacrificed himself to paint that box, kid.
Yeah. He painted a target on that box.
We need to get some thermal imaging for my 6 Bruce Wayne satellites.
Yeah, he says my satellite, and then Flash is like, you have a satellite? And he's like, I have 6. Because once again, Batman's rich and he's got all his toys. And that's the end of part 5, and oh my hell, what a part. that was. It goes, and the thing about it, like I said, we kept taking more and more detailed notes as it went on. Because seriously, we just started to be like, what if this. And it's like, man, it could have been done. There's points in this movie where I see it and I'm like, this could have been done.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I easily
That's why, and I think part 5 is one of those parts where it's like, I mean, it already kind of shit itself with Steppenwolf finding out all that crap, to where Darkseid is just turned into a moron.
That's like,
that's all bad.
Laughable.
But like part 5, you see these glimpses of them together where you're like, this could work, or you see them individually and you're like, this could work, and it's just like,
or you're seeing other characters just do stupid shit. Like, that's the thing, is there's good mixed in with bad. Like the Flash,
well, it's because the bad
is like, what's my big move? I'll run really fast.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? At least
like
Cyborg auto defense start. I can't. You know what I mean?
This whole bringing Superman back to life shit. It's
but using the mother box.
Using the mother box that the Kryptonian ship can communicate with, but only if it gets a significant enough charge, because its capacitors are burned out from what Luthor did. What did Luthor... Oh, when he created Doomsday. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Thanks for reminding us that this movie takes place in that universe. I wanted to be reminded of Batman v Superman. Thank you. I didn't care for that.
At all. It's all just like, it's all bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's rotten at the core, you could say, because that's the thing. All of this goes back to Batman versus Superman, and that was just because I don't even think Superman is bad enough. And then all of this
goes back
I don't
to
even
like
think
Man
Superman.
of Steel.
I think Superman. If you look at all of these in retrospect, I think a lot of people will say that Superman is a lot better than people thought it was.
Yeah.
After watching shit like this. Like, I bet we could go watch Superman and we would appreciate it a lot more.
The Man of Steel.
Yeah, the Man of Steel. Because this is just like, oh my hell, dude.
Because another thing is there were elements in that were built up that they never utilized throughout any of this story arcs.
No.
Like, I'm pretty sure they even established the freaking Fortress of Solitude at one point.
Yeah.
And freaking Russell Crowe fighting Round the Weld.
Russell Crowe, yeah, because that's when he like finds his last dad, or his old
Kryptonian
dad,
Jor-El
father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm glad we're done with part 5. I'm glad we're almost done, because I don't want to think about this movie anymore, man. It makes me fucking angry, and it burns me out mentally.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about how so many people could get paid so much money to make something that looks really good but makes no damn sense.
Yeah.
Makes no damn sense.
At all.
It looks good. A lot of it looks good. Doesn't make any sense.